What is up, people of the world? It is I. It's me. I'm back. Didn't do one of these today. Although I guess now I have. But I think today would mark the first time I didn't do one at my regularly scheduled time in a long time. And by a long time, I mean like maybe 5 or 6 days or something. But I don't know. I wanted to get on here. Wanted to get some streaming time in. We'll see who pops in, if any regulars pop in. But yeah. Or maybe it'll be one of those crazy days where YouTube sends me dozens of people. That would be a pleasant surprise, but who knows? Never really know. But it's been an interesting day. I had lunch with some people who are close to someone that I was close to before they passed. Marzio says, just chatting. Indeed, Marzio. How you doing, man? I'm surprised you found me, man. What's the day been like in Brazil? If you're still there. YouTube's telling me there's no one in here. But it might be a glitch. Are you there, Marzio? Marzio. Salsa. It was holiday in my city yesterday. What time is it right now for you? Maybe like 1 a.m., 2 a.m.? Holiday? What kind of holiday? What holiday? What did you do for your this holiday? Patron saint, patron, santo, patron santo. Sounds cool, man. What was it like? What'd you guys do? 2:15 a.m. I see. It is 10:15 p.m. here, so you're 4 hours ahead of me. What is that holiday like? I slept all day. That's a good way to spend a holiday, man. It's necessary sometimes. Catch up on those Z's. What did everyone else do for the holiday? What does the average Brazilian citizen do for the patron saint holiday? Riddle me that. Tokyo says, I just got back from shopping with Diddy. Who's Diddy, bro? Is that a joke? Is that a gotcha joke? Tokyo. Welcome, Tokyo. Are you someone I know? Did you change your name? Tokyo. Marzio says, I dreamed I was a participant in a reality show. What kind of reality show? That sounds like a cool dream. Price is Right? Or something else. Maybe, Aries Sees You says, have you watched any objects shows or BFDI? If so, can you tell me your favorite character from your favorite object show so I can draw them? What in the world, bro? What is an object show? And what is BFDI? I've got too many questions. Oh, the house kitty just broke into my room. Search it up. I can't search anything as I'm live streaming. Are you able to fill a brother in? Object shows. Favorite character? Let's go with Blue Eyes White Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! Can you draw me that? Marcia says, reality show in which Brazilians had to speak English the whole time. My dreams are weird. Amen. I feel you. I have dreams all the time. And they are very weird. BFDI is a YouTube show. What does BFDI stand for? I have not heard of it. There it is. He says English or Spanish. Both of them, bro. Both of them. I'm a step ahead of you, man. I'm gay. There you go. Battle for Dream Island. Battle for Dream Island. Hi, Stepping Stone. Hello, Roy. Do I know you, Roy? I've never seen you before. Or have I? Martio says Spanglish. Aries Sees You says, damn. Skullface. You gotta do better than that, Aries, man. I'm in the know. I'm ready. I stay strapped. I'll be right back. Let me close this door. Roy says, I found you on Potential Bliss live stream yesterday. Holy shit. Oh my gosh, welcome. I'm also a streamer in SF. That's really cool, dude. Wow. I think you're the first person who searched me up from their stream who has popped in. Unless some of these other people, maybe that's how some of these other people have found me. I don't know who Tokyo and Aries Sees You are. But, yeah. Nice to meet you, says Roy. Nice to meet you too, man. Welcome. It was very interesting meeting Potential Bliss and Tiki Taco Tony. I have his little bottle opener right here. Marcio says, a llama is wearing glasses behind you. Holy shit, you have a sharp eye, my guy. You are correct. That's really cool, Roy. How long have you been streaming? Yesterday I was trying to stream on campus at UC Berkeley on the Wi-Fi, but I couldn't. It didn't allow me to. So I was walking around vlogging, and then I saw a live streamer who ended up being this guy named Potential Bliss. And then I ran into him with another guy, another live streamer named Tiki Taco Tony. And I ended up talking with them for like a couple hours, or maybe a little less. But yeah, man, I'm feeling a little nervous. You guys got me nervous with that? Maybe I just haven't. Maybe it's my body angle. I think I'm not getting much oxygen flow like this. Roy says, I started streaming in January 22. Nice. I found Potential Bliss last week. Very cool, dude. Yeah, it was really interesting chatting with them, and like do you know them like IRL, or do you just know them through Twitch, or like by or like why watching? Like, are you part of his community, or like do you also like know them, I guess? Larissa Nunez says hi. Hello, Larissa Nunez. Roy says it's nice to meet other live streamers. Larissa says, hi, dude. What's up, dog? How are you doing? Roy says, no, just online. I met Potential Bliss from Jam On It Mac, a Twitch streamer. Oh, wow. Marcia says, I'm a fire starter. Not sure what that means. Larissa says, smiley face. Roy says, I've hung out with Jam On It Mac and streamed with him a few times. Very cool guy. I haven't heard of him. This whole live streaming thing is very new to me. You know, I kind of figured I would be like a lone wolf for forever, maybe. I never expected I would run into live streamers in real life, but it happened. It happened. But it was interesting hearing them talk about how like it's like a very communal community. Does that make sense? And like they kind of all get to know each other and stuff. It was really fascinating. Larissa says, what do you do for a living? Do I give you the real answer? This is what I do for a living. This is, yeah. This is basically what I do now for a living. I'm going all in, full send. All the chips on the table. My plan is to dedicate all my time to live streaming / vlogging. YouTube, basically. YouTube is what I do for a living, but I don't make money from it yet. That's the kick. That's the catch. Larissa says, I like it. Thank you. I do too. Yeah, I'm planning on moving to Mexico in like 10 days and living in a random pueblo, random village that my dad is from, and just living for super cheap, living very frugally, and spending my time doing this, amongst other things. I like it. It's nice. Thank you. Which area do you live in, if you want to say? I am near SFSU. Yeah, I don't mind talking about most things as long as I'm comfortable about it. I don't really live anywhere these days. My family is from SoCal, near LA, a city called Monrovia. So I guess technically that's where I live. Bye, says Larissa Nunez. Take care, Larissa. Goodbye. But yeah, I guess I live in Monrovia, but I've only been around a few weeks and I'm gonna leave in a couple weeks. I don't really know where I live these days, man. I lived in China for years, an English teacher. I came back, then I was traveling around Mexico, and then holidays in the US, then holidays with my girlfriend and her family in China, and then traveling China, Thailand, Malaysia, living in China, and now I'm back. But I've only been back for a month, and then I'm going to Mexico. So, why are you a millionaire, says Marzio. If only so. I am not. Sorry to disappoint you. Which city are you staying in now, or do you move around? I guess I move around. I don't know, man. It's a very volatile. I don't know. I guess I'm a very geographically volatile person. And part of why I want to do YouTube is to, I guess as of now at least, to be able to travel around and, I don't know, do things that fulfill me, show people the world, and meet people, make content that's interesting to me. Geographically volatile is good for streaming. Exactly, yeah. That's why I've started doing streaming, because wherever I'm at, although if I'm in China, YouTube's banned. I could get through with a VPN. I've never tested whether I can stream with a VPN on YouTube in China. I would probably do something just like this, just chatting. I feel like I could get in trouble if I'm out making a public scene. But yeah, it's the best job probably to have if I'm traveling around, which is why it appeals to me. Um, but yeah, I guess like content creator slash live streamer, I'm just kind of taking it one step at a time, a stepping stone at a time, and just gonna see where it ends up, where I end up. But the future is unknown. The future is unknown. I'm just focusing on the parts I can control, and the rest is up to fate. Most of everything is not in my control, but that's the fun part. That's the fun part of life. It would be boring if everything went as planned, if you ask me. But yeah, man, this posture is not very breathing friendly. Let me shift. Maybe like this. Although I imagine my hand will get tired. Um, but yeah, I'm in Berkeley because, well, I guess a lot of reasons. Um, I used to live here. I went to UC Berkeley. Um, but mainly I'm here because I was visiting, I don't know, a lot of things actually. I won't get into it. Marcio says, sometimes I miss getting stoned, but I can't anymore. You can't? Like you don't want to, or you can't because you would get like drug tested type of can't, or what? Homelander says, what's going on here? Just kidding. He says, what's going on? I don't know, man. I don't define it, I just do it. I try to just live in the present and do what feels right. Think less, do more type beat. Roy says, I streamed at UCB campus 2 years ago. Very nice campus. Yeah, it's very pretty. I was, it's funny because I was initially I was trying to do a vlog of campus when I ran into Potential Bliss and them. But I never ended up really vlogging the campus, but I did meet them, and that's 100 times better, so I'll take it. Jason says, whoa, this may be the latest UO ever been live. What's up, Jason? I don't think it is, actually. I think I've been live really late before, but only like once or twice. But yeah, I missed the regular schedule, or when I tend to vlog, or tend to live stream. So I had to get some hours in. I don't know, how to talk to people, man. How to meet some people. So here I am. Marcia says, I can't because I am on a spiritual path. Oh shit, dude. Interesting. You can't get stoned because you're on a spiritual path. What are you on the path to? Question, what is your favorite movie? Man, that's a good question, man. For a long time it was Interstellar, but I've only seen it once. I want to see it again. I was just talking about it yesterday because it made me cry. And someone was playing the song on like a bell tower. Twice. But Interstellar is a really good one. I guess like in terms of like what I've seen the most, like Harry Potter, the first one, Sorcerer's Stone, um, and Home Alone, very classic. I've watched those dozens of times. Jason says, but it's okay, whatever you please, my buddy. Thanks, Jason. Martha says, I want to go to the fifth dimension. Holy moly, bro. That's, wait, not even the fourth, bro? You're skipping a dimension? You're going straight to the fifth? That's ambitious, brother. How do you go to the fifth dimension? Roy says, do you do any walking slash outdoor live streams? Not yet. I plan to. Once I'm in Mexico, I want to live stream life in the pueblo, in the village. The thing is, right now, part of why I'm going to Mexico is because I don't have a job, so I need to budget my money wisely and live very frugally. Um, and so I'm trying to save my money as much as I can. And luckily, data is way cheaper in Mexico than it is here. So I haven't really. I've been avoiding using data for live streams. I try to just do Wi-Fi for now. Oh my gosh, you guys are typing fast, and I'm out of breath. Martio says it's a consciousness state. Some of us will be transported to. Interesting. Homelander says Interstellar. I haven't seen that one yet. Also, there's a bit of delay when talking, like typing in the chat. I think it's not delay. It's just that I'm trying to read every single chat and address what someone says completely before I move on, as best I can. So I'm seeing the messages pop up. It's just I'm going one at a time and taking some time to get there. But yeah. Jason says it's also cool there are new people this time. Yeah, I think that's what's. I feel like the regular time we do, that I've been doing, like 11 to like 1, 2 p.m. Pacific time, it's cool because I have like a regular group now. But I feel like I don't get as many new viewers as I do if I do a random ass time like this. What mobile provider slash plan do you have now? I have a Mexican SIM card actually. It's called Telcel. It's the SIM card I used when I was in Mexico. But it also works in the US and Canada, all of North America basically. And it's way cheaper than buying a US SIM card and data for the US SIM card. So that's what I'm running right now. Although, funny enough, it's for the first time it just doesn't work. Like the data just doesn't work here. I have like 0 signal. So, I don't know. Marcio says, unconditional love, gratefulness, forgiving, and positive vibration will lead us to it. This is great. We have a whole lot of different things being talked about here. I'll get back to that, Marcio. Homelander says, oh well, I'm gonna go, but have a great day. Thank you, Homelander. Take care, man. Unconditional love, gratefulness, forgiving, and positive vibration will lead us to it. I see. Those are great things to aspire to. I'm trying to think how I apply, to what extent I apply these in my own life. Vikram Verma says, hello again. Welcome, Vikram. Welcome back, man. How are you doing? Roy says, I can give you some tips on IRL live streaming if you need help. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I've been trying to just take things very simply. I mean, all I have is my phone right now and Wi-Fi. I kind of like it that way. But yesterday I discovered just how extensive and intense the technological aspect of live streaming can be. But I mean, if you have anything, I don't know what kind of tips, but if there's anything you want to share now, you can go for it. Do you like how much do you live stream, Roy? And did I already ask for how long? Let me see. I'm not sure I've asked. Oh no, yeah, you did. You started streaming January 22. Are you full time, dude? How often do you do it these days? Man. I use a simple setup too. You can get discount plans for pretty inexpensive if you want to stream in the US. Yeah. I don't think it's a priority. I don't have the cash reserves to be streaming in the US. But my hope is once I get monetized and I have some cash flow, I can I mean, I still probably wouldn't stream in the US. I have more interest in traveling and I don't know. I feel like it's hard to spend the US dollar in the US when I know it can go multiples further in other countries. personally. Martin says, I wrote a song called The Fifth Dimension. One day I will record it. Nice, dude. I've dabbled, or I have an extensive history with music. Um, I've written some songs, but I haven't recorded any in like a studio at least. I have another YouTube channel where I have them all, like acoustic playthroughs of all of them. But yeah, I don't know. I have a complicated history with music, man. I don't know. Roy says, a few times a month. I'm doing pretty good. Not too many IRL streamers in the area. I hear you. Yeah, I've never even thought about that. I think Danny, Potential Bliss, yesterday, I think he was saying there's like 12 IRL streamers in the US live, like on average or something. That can't be it. I forget what he said, but I know he said the number 12 and IRL streamers in one sentence. um, but yeah, that's interesting. I guess I haven't thought much about like how how much people do it, or I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. There's way more than 12 on YouTube. Probably, yeah. I might be tripping. Um, in the US, but not sure about SF. Yeah, I guess that's the interesting thing, huh? Like, if you think about it, like, geographically, I mean, it's probably a pretty rare niche. Um, I don't know. I try not to think too much about what other people are doing. I feel like it almost helps to be in a vacuum and just like purely go off of what feels right to me and like what excites me, what ideas kind of come up and pique my interest and stuff. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm protective of my craft as well. I don't know. I feel like things can get sticky when it comes to like collaboration, and maybe I'm pessimistic about people in general still. I feel like sometimes things feel very fake, and like it feels like people are just kind of using each other for like clout or like stuff like that. I don't know. Roy says you are wise. I totally agree. I assume that's about. I think I saw it pop up around when I was talking about working in a vacuum. I don't know if you agree with everything else I said. Hmm. Marzio, um, if you're still there, have you been posting on YouTube, dude? I know you mentioned wanting to hit 50 subs. I agree with everything you said. Holy shit. Wow. That's a lot of things. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird, man. It's weird to be if later. Oh god. If I told younger me that I would be doing IRL just chatting live streams, they wouldn't believe it. Because like, you know, I feel like now I'm pretty comfortable with this, but like a year ago I would be really anxious and like fear of judgment, fear of criticism, fear of failure. But I don't know. It's a weird journey, man. Marcio says, I only need 10 more now. I have 40. Oh shoot, dude, I don't think I've subbed to you. I'll help you out, man. Um, actually, chat, go subscribe to Marcio. Get our boy to 50 subs. He's trying to get some live streams of his own, and the thing about YouTube is, like, after you guys are gone, I have no way to find you unless you're like a public subscriber. Then like in YouTube Studio, I could see, or like I'll get a notification like by email when you guys sub. But most people don't have that. and so I see your like display names, but I have no idea what your tags are. So if you want more to, if you can find your YouTube tag and pop it in the chat, I'll take a screenshot and find you later. Alternatively, you can also comment on a video, any video, and I can click on your channel after this, because I can't do anything while I'm live streaming. Not with my setup. My singular iPhone iPhone 8s Plus from 2017. I'm Roy Explores if you ever want to reach out. Sure, dude, I'll hit you with a sub after this, dude. Marcio says, we'll do it. Yeah, you can either comment on something or if you want to find your tag and drop it. Either way. Oh. Roy, are you monetized yet? I think, Potential Bliss and the other guy, Tiki Taco Tony. I think on Twitch, I was looking, one of them has 5K followers, the other has 2.5K. I'm sure that's Twitch partner at that point, right? Monetization. That's kind of like my goal for the summer. If I can get monetized in a couple months, within the couple months, that would be super sick. But yeah. Yes, monetized for almost a year on YouTube only. Oh, okay, dude, that's cool, man. I'm nearing 6K subs. Dude, the crazy part is like, before I started making content, I was like, damn, like 1,000 subs, like that's so little. Like people have like 1 million. But I guess there's so many people trying to make it and make YouTube content, and it's harder. It's a slower grind than I expected. Or is it? I don't know. I've only been at this for, I guess in terms of live streaming, it's been like a month. In terms of being active on YouTube, maybe like 5 months, but that's probably typical, you know? You're right. Yeah. How long did it take you to, oh wait, you said you started live streaming 22 January. You've been on it, monetized for almost a year. I think YouTube lowered the requirements to 500 subs. It's more money for YouTube. Ah, yeah. Yeah, they have 2 thresholds. The first one is for like memberships and donations, fan donations, super chats, stuff like that. That one is 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours. And then the normal one is 1,000 subs, 4,000 watch hours. 2.5 years ago. How much do you do like live stream versus other things? Do you do like normal videos and stuff? I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Let me close this window. Wait, I'm tripping. The window was already closed. I do almost all live streaming. I decided to just focus on doing what I like. I like that, man. I agree. That's my philosophy. I feel like it's the same with like creative stuff, like music or art. Like when you really focus on having your heart in it and doing what's like best for you, what's most exciting for you, what's fulfilling and passionate for you, I feel like that's when you create your best content, your best work, your best art. And in that sense, it's what's best for the world and your viewers and people that consume your content. Marzio says, my streams will be about music, air guns, places in the city, and whatever else comes up. Yeah, I feel like that's what's really cool about streaming. You can literally do anything, man. Roy says yes, completely agree with you. Yeah, or I guess like, I feel like what's really cool about streaming is that people get to know you and like they're more interested in you as like a person. And I guess streaming is a little weird because it's like kind of like parasocial or whatever. Um, but like, yeah, like you can kind of do whatever. Like people just want to hang out with you is essentially what it's kind of like. Um, and so you can hang out doing a whole lot of different things, man. Um, but yeah, streaming is interesting, man. It's a really cool medium. Yeah, a really cool medium. Yeah. Man, maybe I should open the window. I feel like maybe it's because I'm laying diagonal. I feel like I can't breathe very well. Maybe I'm nervous. Maybe I'm anxious. Maybe there's not enough airflow in here. Maybe it's my jacket. Who knows? Who knows? I forget if I asked. What kind of content do you do, Roy? I think you might have mentioned IRL streaming. You asked about walking/outdoor streams, so maybe that's what you do. I have a Starlink satellite. I can't afford to have it running these days, but I feel like camping streams would be cool. I'm sure some people do it, but it doesn't matter what people do. We're all different, man. We're all different people. We can all do things our own way. Um, Let me see here. Anxiety is a bitch. I think that, I don't know if that chat showed up already. I just switched it to the non-filtering mode so it shows everything people says. Because sometimes it censors things. But there it is. Anxiety is a bitch. True, man. Do camping stuff. It's cool. It would be cool. I would be down if I had the financial resources. I do really love being outdoors and being in nature. It's so relaxing, man. It's very important. Roy says, I stream while walking around the city, nature and beach hikes, sunsets, events, live music. That's cool, man. It sounds kind of like, it's kind of just like a lifestyle stream, just like your life. Would you describe it that way? I guess maybe that's what all live streaming is. But not all. Some people like just live stream League of Legends or I don't know. That's cool, Roy, says Marzio. Sunsets are lovely. Yeah. I've tried like biking vlogs, or I did a biking vlog once. I've thought about hiking vlogs, but I feel like I don't know if there's enough appeal in like a video form of that, you know? I feel like it's best captured in the medium of live streaming. It's more interactive. You feel like you're there because because there's also the aspect of like it's literally happening as you're watching, you know? Thanks, Marcio. But it's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna end up doing just live streaming or maybe a mix. But I do really love that live streaming is just like you turn it on and you just do your thing, man. You don't have to edit anything. You don't have to anything. You don't have to anything. And I've realized like I've thought about this a lot. I don't know if it's like burnout from academics and like a whole bunch of stuff or what, but I realized like I really hate planning things and putting a lot of work into things and like focusing on fine details and worrying about, oh, is it gonna work, is it gonna not, like I don't know. I feel like part of it could be like maybe a fear of failure thing. I don't want to put a lot of work into something and then fail. That could certainly be an aspect. But I guess what I do know is I really love just being raw, being real, being present. And I feel like live streaming really helps you do that. Roy says, I think it's all appealing. You can do whatever you like and people will watch. Yeah. Marcia says, I want to be like you guys when I become a streamer. Man, you're already like us, man. I mean, Roy sounds like he's been at it for a while. He's the big fish in the chat, but I mean, me, man, I don't consider myself a big fish. Someday. But what separates me and you, Marcio, is only 160 subscribers, man. Once you get that 50, there's nothing stopping you from doing the same thing, you know? Marcio, you will do it. We are all regular people. Exactly. I'm just a random human being, man. Roy is just a random guy on the internet. I'm just a random guy on the internet. You're just a random guy on the internet. Marcio says, my profile picture is me playing guitar on the beach and the sunset is touching me. Oh, I see. The sunset is touching me. That's a interesting way to put it. I like that. I have some similar pictures like that. Sunsets, beaches, classic. Romantic, you might even say. Oh my gosh, that just made me think of something. Roy, what has your experience been if like parasocial viewers, like people who get like a little way too intense and like maybe attached? Like, have you had experiences like that? Where like maybe women fall in love with you? Or anything? I say because, let me think. Let me think about this. Thanks for the positive words of incentive. You're welcome, man. We're all just random people. We're three random dudes on the internet talking right now. Roy says, that's an interesting question. Yes, it does happen. I just step back and take a break from live streaming for a while when that happens. When what happens? What are like some examples or incidents? I'm sure it's not like super common, but it's something I've thought about. Nothing I've really run into yet, except for one viewer who says she loves me often. Also, sometimes I need to ban people or set new rules. Oh shit. Set rules, wow. That's not something I've thought about. Setting rules. How can I find your channel? I think if you, I don't know what it's like to watch a live stream on YouTube, but if you click on his name, I imagine maybe you can go to his channel. Or if you right click and open a new tab on his name, I imagine you can pop up his YouTube. But his tag, his at was Roy Explores, is that it? Yeah, Roy Explores. You can look up at Roy Explores. There's a lot of eyes on you, so viewers get to know you and sometimes fall in love / want to date, but you don't really know them, so it's a bit awkward. Exactly, dude. Ludwig talks about that. There's a clip where he's talking about like, oh, like I'm not your friends, guys, and I will never be your friend. And it sounds a little harsh, but it's like the dude gets like 13,000 people watching, millions of people follow like they know you, but it's impossible to reciprocate at that point, you know? And I really like what it's been like so far because I'm pretty small. I've been getting to know people, people have been getting to know me, but you know, I imagine at some point there's too many people. And you just can't really get to know people as well. But yeah. Yeah. I got a little distracted. I'm getting some notifications popping up on my phone. But yeah. Marcio says, everybody is cool from a distance. Roy says, enjoy it. It's nice to be able to converse like this. I get 100 people or more, and it's hard to read all the messages. Yeah, it's like bittersweet, right? Like, I mean, that's what we want. We want to be successful. We want to have a community. We want to, um, you know, grow and maybe make it our livelihood and stuff. But, you know, I guess it does come at that cost of like, you can't read all the comments. You can't read all the things people say. I think if it's just normal YouTube, it'd be a little different because not everyone drops comments. But for live streaming, yeah, like if people are chatting and stuff, there comes a point where it's impossible to read everything. Macho says, but when you start living with them, you will notice their defects. George Key says fart. Let me try. There you go, dude. There you go. Has science gone too far? I think that's my first fart on live stream. That's my first live streamed fart. But that's for you, Georgie. That's for you, man. Don't say I didn't do it. Peter File. That's a funny name, man. Peter File says hello. Is Peter File from the It crowd? The movie It? With the clowns? Or like IT as in like internet technician? I don't know. Tell us, Peter. Tell us about yourself. Introduce yourself. Where are you from? I'm from Oakland. Oh, I see what's going on here. He took a screenshot of me, and it's his profile picture. It's very cool, Peter. The It Crowd is an English series about IT technicians. Comedy show. Georgie says thoughts on chicks with chicks? Chicks with chickens? Not sure what that means. What do you mean? Chicks with beaks? Chicks with red? What are those things called? The red things on a chicken. D-I blah blah blah. He means, oh, I see. No thoughts, man. No thoughts. What do you think, Georgie? IT crowd. I think Georgie is a blue blue blah blah. Thumb up the blee blee blue blue. Message retracted. Message retracted. Message retracted. I have a feeling Peter and Georgie know each other. That's my hunch. Like lovers. Yeah. There you go, man. How did you guys meet? I'm not gay, says Georgie. Jor Jorky? Jorkia? How do you say your name? Horky? Jorky? Denial. Who knows? Who knows? Not with that fruity she. Fair enough, man. At a stepping stone, what is your name or how should we address you? Wow, I've never seen someone at me or mention me like that. Within like a embed me, maybe? Embed me in the text. Um, you know, that's something we've debated on and talked about a lot. Um, I don't know. Some people call me. Actually, what we talked about both. We talked about what people would call me and what my community would be called. Stoners. I've come up with pebbles, my stones. But some people call me Ivan. That's my name, Ivan. Some people call me Mr. Stone. Martio called me Mr. Stone. Um, Big A, Big Stone are all ones that I've heard. But I don't know. It highlights automatically if we type your username. Oh, that's really cool. I guess no one's ever typed my username. Peter File says, sit on my face. Martio says, Mr. Stone. Stony. Yeah. Got it. Ivan or Mr. Stone? I mean, Mr. Stone sounds a little weird to me. I feel like Stone or, I don't know. Whatever, man. Anything you guys want. Stones. Mr. C. Stones. Yeah. This is interesting. I've never met. This is my first time encountering someone like Peter File. What's your origin story, Peter File? Talk to me, man. Same goes for you, Georgie. You mentioned your mom kissing you on your lips. What led to that moment then? The internet is full of Peter files. Probably. Probably. Possibly. Duff's pass. Certainly possible. Maybe. Certainly. Nice meeting you, Ivan and Matsio. Good night, everyone. Take care, Roy. Have a good night, man. Internet just got a new Peter file named Dr. Disrespect. What happened this time? I've heard of Dr. Disrespect. Good night, Roy. Indeed. Good night, Roy. Hope to see you around, man. I'll check out your channel after this. Georgie says, I'm just fat. Is that true, Georgie? It's alright, man. I'm still fat. I used to be fatter. We can all make it, man. It's okay. I love you no matter what, Georgie. And Peter File. I hope I can understand you guys and learn about you. The real you. Martio says, fat and curious. Fast and Furious, Fat and Curious? Is that like a parody or something? A movie parody? I'm a 450-pound man that can barely walk. No cap? Where are you from, Georgie? Saint was a fat man too. Don't worry, Georgie. But I bet you could fly. I assume. South Carolina. No cap? Are you lying to me, Georgie? On a scale of 1 to 10, how honest are you guys being with me? I'll believe you, man. I'll trust you. I'll accept the consequences. You can lie to me, but I'm gonna trust you, man. 450 pound fat, 450 pound fat man from South Carolina. Let's get to know each other, Georgie. Let's start small. Let's start with, what is your favorite color? I'll go first. My favorite color is green. And the way I got that as my favorite color was because when I was in first grade, we were doing an assignment where they asked for our favorite color, and I didn't have one. I didn't know what to put. So I looked at the wall, and it showed the 12 months, and for March it was green, and I was born in March. And it was green for St. Patrick's Day, so I was like, okay, I'm born in March. March's favorite color is green. I'm gonna put green as my favorite color. And that's how green became my favorite color. I'd sniff Pokemon's Pokemon seat. Why is that? Peter Fowl says, let's talk about Pride Month. If you want, man. Whatever you guys want to talk about. Hit me with something. Green dollars. True. Yeah. 450 pound fat man in South Carolina. How would you know who Pokimane is if that were true? I feel like Pokimane is someone only the younger generations would know. I guess it's possible. How's life in South Carolina? I've actually been there once. I went to that one national park. I forget what it was called. Sakatoa? No. I don't remember what it was called, but I've been to a national park in South Carolina once. Pokemon, Pokimane got them cheeks. Green Day's first, Green Day's 4 first albums are cool. I haven't listened to much Green Day. I know like American Idiot and Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I know that one. That one's pretty good. I like that one. But otherwise, I don't know too much. Too much Green Day. Georgie says it's a pile of shh. South Carolina is a pile of shh. Why do you say that? What aspects of South Carolina is a pile of shh? Peter Fowle says, a stepping stone. Yeah. Marcia says their first is from 1991 or 92. Really? I thought they were a more youthful band. Message retracted. Message retracted. Message retracted. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. Marcio, what's your favorite Green Day song? I probably won't know it. I hate my life. I can't take this shit no more, man. That's fair, man. It's a fair way to feel. Your feelings are valid. What do you hate about your life? Peter asks a very interesting question that I won't answer. But thank you for asking. I appreciate it. I encourage you guys to ask anything you'd like. Burnout is my favorite Green Day song. It's the first song on their best-selling album Dookie, a masterpiece. Dookie, wow. I didn't know they had an album called Dookie. Is that referring to poop? There we go. Peter File sends three beans. 3 beans, please. And I don't know what that is. 3 surprised face emojis. Dookie has the most popular songs like Basket Case, When I Come Around, She, Welcome to Paradise. I guess I just don't know Green Day. I don't recognize any of those songs. I only know Boulevard of Broken Dreams, American Idiot. I've probably heard other ones. I just don't know them by name. Maybe some of the ones that you mentioned. Basket Case sounds a little familiar. What kind of music do you guys like? Peter File and George songs were released before I was. They came out into the world before I came out. I was a teen and then young adult in the 90s. Yeah, I was non-existent in the 90s until 99. Joyce says, cartoon characters would you smash? Peter File says 100% Chef. Chef from TDI. Tenacious D. TDI. Attack on TDI. I don't know what that is. Sometimes I forget you're just a kid. Kinda. Depends who you ask. I'm 25 years old. I don't know if many people would call me a kid these days, but maybe in your generation, I'm just a kid. I feel like just a kid would be people that are, for me, just a kid is like, I don't know, 14 years old or younger. He's just a kid. Stream is lagging. Indeed. Let me switch my chat setting to get rid of spam. Yeah. Do you have children, Marzio? I think we might have talked about it. But you are a smart kid. Thank you. I got 8-pack of jelly rolls. It's a lot of jelly rolls, man. How do you feel about that? What is a jelly roll? Jelly roll. What came to mind is like a Twinkie roll, but that's certainly not jelly. Marzio says, I have no kids that I know of. That's good. How do you feel about kids, Marzio? Do you like kids? Peter Frau says, what planet are you from? Uranus, bro. I'm from planet Uranus. I don't know. Venus? How about you? What planet are you guys from? My tooth pain is kind of acting up a bit. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down. Kids are okay, but I get along better with teens because I still feel like one. I like that. I think we all want to be kids deep down. Just a little fun-loving kid. Naive, wondered, curious at the world. Until someday, it slips. We're told we need to be more mature. We need to grow up, be more realistic, start worrying about jobs and money and taxes. Pedophile says, little sus. Potentially. Definitely possible. Certainly Certainly maybe. Thoughts on kids? I like kids. Kids are cute. I want to have kids at some point. I'm lucky to have a wife, a house, a job, and not to have died when I was a junkie. Oh shit, dude. You were a junkie, bro? I don't think we've talked about that before. I was an alcoholic junkie. I see. That'll do it. When was that? How long ago was that? Peter, Georgie, what do you guys think about kids? Until I was 40, then I met my wife and she saved me. Hey, yo, let's go, dude. That's what we love to hear. Yeah, I feel like you kind of hear that kind of stuff, but I think it's true. I feel like sometimes it just takes meeting someone else and I don't know, something about a relationship, like they help you see yourself in a way you can't. You're able to see them in a way they can't. And you guys help each other grow. Grow into the people you want to be. Kids are a waste of time. That's fair, man. There's a lot of people who feel that way, I think. It's weird because I feel like for a lot of history, like even if you hate kids, like you kind of have to have kids. Now we're like, my stream disconnected for a bit. Bitter much? Um, I doubt it might too. Maybe. Who knows? I'd love to get to know Peter, Fio, and Georgie, but I don't know. I'm not sure they want us to get to know them. Not sure what the case is. I'd hope to understand them. They might have left. It says I have one viewer, which would be you, if true, but not sure. I got a file on Peter. What kind of file? Yeah, I mean, it seems like they might have left. Strange experience. Part of doing things online. You get people messing around, trying to instigate, or I don't know what they want. I'd love to know. I don't know, maybe he really does think kids are a waste of time, though. Could have been a real answer. Georgie says no. No what? No kids? No mother. You grew up without a mother, Georgie? I'm all ears, man. Talk to me. I want to understand you. Talk about something real, man. Something honest, something truthful. Who is the real Georgie? Who is the real Peter File? Beyond the facade, beyond the screen. I'll give you time to think. How well do you guys understand yourselves? I'm just fat, says Georgie. Martio says sorry. I'm trying to talk to Georgie and Peter File and get to know them. Georgie says I'm just fat. I'm wondering if that's real. I believe you, Georgie. How does it feel to be fat? I've been fat before. They are boyfriends. Probably just friends. If I had to guess. I mean, I've had I see the appeal, you know. Like I had a friend who used to do like prank calls. Um, Not much. He was super young. He was like in sixth grade, but he would use like a voice changer and call places with Skype and just like mess with them, you know. Georgie says not gay. What are you, Georgie? Who is Georgie, man? He is straight as a bow. I don't know what he is, man. He's not giving us much information. I love you, Georgie, man. Are you still there, Georgie? Talk to me, man. Give me something real. Something true. Yeah. Stones, can you fight? I see you've noticed my Cobra Kai karate patch, haven't you? Strike hard. Wait, strike first. Strike hard. No mercy, dude. Can I fight? It's a good question, man. I've never been in a fight, but I'd like to think I can hold my own. Um, Not much more than that. Um, I wanted to learn like a Chinese martial art at some point before I moved to China. Or when I moved to China, I was thinking about learning like wushu or kung fu or something. It would still be cool. But no, I can't really fight. You're lagging. Yeah, I think I am. I don't know why. I'm on Wi-Fi. To what extent can chat fight? What experience does chat have with fighting? I've never been in a school fight, but I used to joke with my friends that like it would be fun to like go start a fight in a bar just to see what it feels like, you know? The adrenaline rush, you know? It must be pretty crazy until you get punched in the face and knocked out and embarrassed. But yeah, don't don't start fights. I don't condone fighting. But it would be interesting to see what it's like. Someday. Someday. Georgie, what's your experience with fighting, my guy? Have you been in a fight, Martial? I would only fight if someone touched my family. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd probably be the same. If someone messes with your family or your girlfriend or something, you know? Children. It reminds me of this saying, you know, I feel like a lot of humans have nothing to live or die for. And we all need something to live or die for. I think most people will live and die for their family. Especially once you're like a father. I can't imagine the rage as a father if someone did shit to your children, you know? Georgie says I'm fat, I can't fight. I don't know, maybe you can, man. I think you can. Georgie, what's your favorite pastime? Marcio says so buy a gun. True. In the US, it's doable. You might already have one. Might be chilling next to a shotgun or something. What's Brazil like with guns? I've judging by I've heard a lot about Brazil crime and like thefts, especially like those videos of like motorcycle thefts or like people on motorcycles like robbing a place really quick and dipping. I imagine there's some level of access to guns. But what's the situation in Brazil with guns? In the US, it's pretty easy to get one, relatively. The ex president made guns license more available, and the current one has been restricting it. Mm. What are like the requirements? I think in the US, most everyone, if you're like over the age of 18 and you don't have like a criminal record, depending on the state you're in, you can get a gun. Brazil is a roller coaster. It seems like it. Certainly seems like it. Yeah. Nowadays, the bureaucracy is huge. Like government bureaucracy, or what, in what regard? In what sense? Do you mean like the bureaucracy to get a gun? Georgie, are you still there, bro? Talk to me, man. Talk to us. What's going on? Peter Fileman, are you still there? Talk to me. Joe Biden. Thank you, Georgie. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you saying something. I'm glad to know you're alive and well. Martio says, yeah, the legislation is being changed to make it almost impossible for a regular citizen to have a possession license. I see. Georgie, if I ask you questions, how honest will you be with me? Georgie says, Joe Biden needs to wake up. Georgie, I want to get to know you, man. I want to know who Georgie is. How did Georgie come to be? Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Maybe I can reach Georgie's heart by writing him a song. Maybe I can pull out a guitar. But I don't see any. Wait, I have an idea. Hold on, give me a second. Dang it. Never mind. I thought there might have been a guitar in the closet, but there isn't. Joe cares more about Pride Month. Then what? What would you like Joe to care about, Georgie? I'll give you one more chance, Georgie. Talk to me, man. One more chance for today. You can always come back, man. I hope to see you around. I appreciate you spending all this time with me. You know? Time is the one thing you can't buy. The most valuable resource in the world. Time. And you spent a whole hour and a half with me almost, man. I appreciate that. I hope this is the start of something new. The start of something beautiful. I hope I can get to know the real Georgie, man. Godzilla. I have faith in you, Georgie. It's never too late, man. It's never too late. Alright. I think I'll wrap up soon. Unless I hit a breakthrough of Georgie. If Georgie starts talking to me, for real, I'll stay on. You're the only YouTuber who can make me stay this long. Don't say that, bro. You're gonna make me blush, bro. I don't know. I feel like I've been pretty dead. It's really late at night. I don't feel that engaging today. But I got Georgie to stay for like an hour and a half too, man. I appreciate you guys staying. potentially even Peter file. There's a third person in here, according to YouTube. I don't know who it is. But I always make people blush, I think is the word. I don't know if you typoed. BLUSH, blush. Yeah. Georgie, little Georgie, farted. Let me see if I get another fart for you, Georgie. Ah, never mind. No farts in my tank, man. Georgie, come on, man. I gave you a fart when you joined. Can't you give me a little something in return, man? Tell me about yourself, man. I want to understand you. I want to know your life story, man. I'll listen if you tell me. Marcia says, because I am so honest about their qualities. Oh, I see. Yeah, compliments are a weird thing. I feel like a lot of people can't take compliments. And a lot of, I don't know, like I kind of, at some point in my life, I was very pessimistic. I've made a lot of progress, but I would think like very negatively about, like I would think people are just saying things to be nice, or they're lying and shit like that, you know? But I think most people are pretty honest. We're doing our best. Georgie's doing his best. I accept him for who he is here and now. And I hope Georgie can accept himself for who he is here and now. Georgie says I'm just fat. That's not true, man. Why do you think that? Why do you say that? Why do you say you're just fat? Marcia says I never say things to make people feel nice. Yeah, I try not to. I try to be very honest and authentic about what I say. There's that saying, if you don't have anything to say, if you don't have if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. I agree with that, kind of. Actually, do I? I feel like sometimes it's more important to be honest and tell someone something that's really important, even if they don't want to hear it, you know? They might think you're being mean, but like in a friendship, for example, we have a duty to our friends to be a good friend and to help them in the long term, to be honest with them. Georgie says, because when I step on a scale, it says air. That sounds pretty wild, man. How do you feel about that? Marcio says, and when I have to criticize, I'm very polite. Yeah, it's a tough balance, right? Between like, you know, I feel like if someone is very protective, like if their ego is really defensive, and like something is particularly like triggering or just really like, I don't know. For example, like if I don't know if Georgie's being serious, but like let's say like for me, like when I was really fat, like if someone told me like, hey, like maybe like it's time to consider going on a diet or blah blah blah. You know, like I feel like when there's something we're insecure about, we tend to take things more personally or feel like more defensive about things. And so sometimes even if you like try to be very polite, like there's no good way to go about it sometimes. It's more important, I think it's more important to be honest than to be nice. But that also, you know, sometimes people think that, you know, like someone might say like, oh, like you're ugly. I'm just being honest. It's just the truth. I'm just speaking facts, man. Like that's not being honest. That's just an opinion, you know? So I think it's also important for us to be very aware of the line between opinion and, I mean, I guess nothing is really fact when it comes to stuff like that. But like we have to know what place are we coming from? Like, why do we want to tell people these things, you know? And I think if someone feels like it's not coming from the right place, like if you don't care, they don't feel that you care about them. Like if I'm really fat and someone's like, hey, maybe it's time to go on a diet. Like if I feel like they're shitting on me or teasing me, like I'm not gonna listen. But if someone, like if I know that they care about me and they're coming from the right place, I'll take it very differently, you know? Remember when I asked you to stop picking your teeth? I said please. Oh, yeah. You could have done better though. I think even better than saying is asking, you know? Marcio says, Georgie, it may be difficult, but don't let all that let you down. Yeah, I'm hoping he's being honest. I feel like he might be being honest. I'm not sure though. It's hard to know. But hey man, if you really are super fat, man, the first part of the journey is accepting it, man. Accept yourself where you are. Accept the past. Grieve it all, man. You know? It's a shitty thing to be, a shitty position to be in, but accepting it is the first step. And then you have the opportunity to see what you want to do about it, how you want to go about it, what you want to do to change. But you can't change if you don't know where you are now, man. If you don't accept where you are now. So I'm here for you, man. I'm here for you, Georgie. Caffeine-free Coke. I'm on a diet. I like that, man. I drink a lot of. Whenever I go to Wendy's, which is a little too often, I get a caffeine-free Coke. Coke Zero or caffeine. If it's late at night, caffeine-free Coke. Certainly a starting point, man. When I was really overweight in high school, the thing that I did that helped me the most was actually giving up soda or cutting down on soda. Like, you can consume so many calories and sugar and shit just by drinking. But if you like only drink water, or even like, I don't know, because it's not about just cutting things out completely. It's kind of like if you're addicted to pornography, if you try to quit straight up, you're not gonna be able to. You have to like slowly build your endurance of like resisting, building up the ability to sit with discomfort. And so like if you drink Coca-Cola every single day, it's not about just giving up Coca-Cola outright. It's about slowly tapering off, building up your resistance to Coke. And there's I don't know if you guys know Dr. K, healthygamer.gg on YouTube. Highly recommend. Great mental health resource. But he talks about like, you know, even if you're gonna drink a Coke, you can drink your Coke, but just be like, all right, I'm gonna wait 10 minutes. I'm gonna drink my Coke, but I'm gonna sit with the discomfort of not drinking it right now when I want to. I'm gonna wait 10 minutes to drink it. And then you drink your Coke. And the next time it's like, all right, I really want to drink Coke. I'm gonna drink it, but I'm gonna wait 20 minutes. And you wait 20 minutes, then you drink it. And then 30, and then an hour, and then 2 hours, and 3 hours. Then what you build up is this endurance, this ability to sit with the discomfort of not getting what you want right when you want it. And over time, it gets easier and easier to just not have it at all. So, yeah. Georgie says soda is like drugs for me. I've been there, man. Maybe not in the same way, but it's a really easy way to consume a whole lot of calories and a whole lot of sugar. That's for sure. I feel like you're being honest with us now, Georgie. I really appreciate that, man. I respect that. I like what's going on here. I think we're on the path to something great. What do you think? If you want to say. But yeah, I'm rooting for you, Georgie. I believe in you, man. I think Marzio does too. We're here for you, man. Tell it all. Tell us everything. Let loose. Say to us what you've never said to anyone before. Just don't get yourself in trouble. Don't get yourself banned. Just be honest. That's all I want, man. Accept yourself. Be honest. Try your best. Those are the 3 rules I have for myself. And I've had them for a couple months now. And ever since I adopted those rules, my life has changed completely, man. Because you can only do what you're in control of. And a lot of times we put so much time and energy into things that we have no control over. And what we do have control over is the part of the equation that we can most effectively change. So, we can't do better than our best. So just try your best. You can't, you might be like, oh, I want to be skinny. I should be this. I should be that. I should be this. A lot of times, because we believe we should be something, we start to feel guilty and we start to feel shamed. And what do we do when we feel guilty and ashamed? We drink even more soda. We do more things that are destructive to deal with the feelings of guilt and shame. So, if you're still there, man, accept yourself. I accept you. Be honest with yourself. And just do your best. Every day. And things will get better. They might not feel like they get better. But you'll see, man. That day will come. Marzio, are you still there? Georgie, are you still there? I see 1 viewer according to my tracker. I don't know how accurate it is. I hope Georgie didn't leave. I would feel sad. But I would forgive him. I would accept it. Me, says Georgie. Incredible. Welcome. I'm glad to know you're here, man. Maybe Marzio left then. Or it might just be glitched. My chat is often glitched. My viewer count is often glitched. What are you thinking, Georgie? Where's your head at, man? Tell me something. My only request is that you be honest. And you accept yourself. And you try your best. That's all I want. Maybe it's a lot to want. Who knows? I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back in a minute. But I'm gonna give you some time to think, Georgie. Think very carefully, man. Every moment, we have a choice. This is your moment. This is your choice. What are you gonna do? And why are you gonna do it? I'll leave you with that. I'll be back in 1 minute, man. Surprise me. I hope to see some text. Georgie, it's me. Want to sniff Pokemon's seat? Not really. How about you, man? Thank you for leaving something. Thank you for responding. I appreciate your engagement, man. Whether you believe it or not. I imagine your mind's probably telling you I'm just bullshitting. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what your brain's telling you? But I do want to know you, man. I want to know what's led to this. What do you want? Besides sniffing Pokemon's seat. What does Georgie want? Who is Georgie? Why is Georgie? Who does Georgie to be? When is Georgie? Where is Georgie? Here and now, that's where. That's all we have, here and now. What do you want to do here and now, Georgie? Tell me. I'll just wait, man. Make it a staring contest, but it's just me staring at myself. Anything you want to say, man, I'm all ears. You're giving me your precious time, I'll give you my precious time. It's the only thing we can never take back. Time. Right? That's what they say. I think it holds true. You can't buy it, and you can't take it back. What do you think, Georgie? Tell me your thoughts. Any thoughts? Joe Biden. Thank you for sharing, man. That's a valid thought, man. Big Joe. What are your thoughts on Joe Biden? Why do you want to sniff Pokemon's seat? How old are you? That's my top question. My top curiosity. How old is Georgie? Any thoughts, Georgie? It's a good thing this is behind a screen, because if this was in real life, this would be extremely awkward. Another visitor. Who goes there? Joe Biden. They tell him what to do and he still poops the bed. Who is they? Does he poop the bed? For real, for real? I haven't heard about that one yet. Don't most old people poop themselves though? Isn't adult diapers a pretty common thing once you reach a certain age? Maybe not. I'm not sure. Who's your favorite person, Georgie? Pokemon? Maybe I'll go to sleep on stream. I won't leave until you leave. As long as you talk at a rate of one chat per minute. I'll go to sleep here with you on the other end. Pokemon's cheeks. What's your favorite person, I assume? What is the appeal of Pokemon's cheeks? What makes Pokemon's cheeks so attractive? Let's get a poll going. They're fat like me. Ooh. I thought Pokemon was pretty slim though. Am I tripping? I was gonna start a poll, but I don't know what to make a poll about. How about, let's keep it simple. Pepperoni. No. Let's make it complicated. Pineapple on pizza. That's a good one. Pineapple on pizza. What do we think? No. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. Actually, I can't vote in my own poll. All right, there it is. Pineapple on pizza, no. We're a little different on that end, huh? What else we got? How about... I don't know. Any ideas, man? I feel like I'm not getting much, man. It's like a one-way communication channel. I want more, man. I want to know what you think and what you feel and who you are, man. Let's try... olives. Olives. What do we think about olives, man? Personally, I am not... Actually, olives are kind of decent. Steak and pizza. No vote on olives. Okay. See, we found something in common, man. I'm not a big olives fan either. Steak and pizza. That sounds... Oh, steak and cheese pizza. Oh my gosh. That sounds freaking good. What the I had some pizza yesterday? No, 2 days ago. They were giving it away for free at a public event. It was Costco pizza, but it was cheese pizza. Only cheese pizza. Dozens upon dozens of boxes of cheese pizza. Unfortunate, man. I would have loved some pepperoni. Which leads us to our next groundbreaking survey. Pepperoni on pizza? Question mark? I don't know. I must say yes. I'm a big proponent of pepperoni on pizza. But I don't know, what does the chat say? We got one yes. There's someone else out there care to participate? If you'd like, I'll close the poll in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, end poll. Oh no. Not They didn't vote in time, but we have some new information here. Pepperoni on pizza is a strong yes. If I was able to vote in my own poll, I would have put yes as well. All right, what's the next question? How about reading